events and issues shaping our community. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
It's easy to put a name or a face to your favorite music on the radio, but it takes much more than the artist to put it together. Music engineers are called to help put a tune to the lyrics. They're the backbone to the music. John D. Thomas is one of those engineers. Celebrities such as Ricky Martin, Carlos Vives, and Missy Elliott have worked out of his studio. He joins us now to tell us more about his profession. And thanks very much for joining us. And I should mention that you have written the definitive book, The Music Producers and Engineers Bible. All right, so this is the gospel according to St. John here. and the reason we say this is because the engineers are somewhat overlooked, aren't they, when the actual final product and the artist is touted, but all the work you do is kind of like in the background.
Yeah, we stay in the background, and we actually have to put in most of the hours. You know, they come in, do some recording. We have to make sure they get good sounds, good levels, make sure everything sounds right, and then we sit back and mix the song. A lot of people don't know, but every instrument is recorded separately usually, and then we have to blend it all together and make it a stereo track that sounds comparable to the radio.
Now, do you have a record producer you work with as well that says this is the type of sound I want more of this sound and less of this?
Sure. A lot of producers will come in and have a certain idea they want to have on a record. And if the pecking order goes, you know, the engineer, then the producer, and the artist. So everyone has to be happy. And the producer may say something's too loud or they want a different sound for something. So the producer's job is basically to pick the sounds, and the engineer's job is to create the sound for the producer and the artist.
You've worked with some phenomenal artists, haven't you?
I sure have. Yeah, I've been blessed like that.
And Casey and the Sunshine Band being one, Missy Elliott, and we mentioned even Carlos Vives. What is the key to getting business? How do you market yourself?
Well, you have to have the right attitude, first of all. You have to be able to get what they want. A lot of engineers and producers, you know, try to get their vision, but really it's about the artist's vision. So if you can create the artist's vision, then you're doing a very good job.
Do they know what that vision is going in, or is it defined during and after the recording process?
Yeah, it's funny you ask that, because some do know what they want. For example, Lauryn Hill, she really knows her sound and knows what she wants, so that makes it easy. Other artists, you have to create their sound for them. And a lot
like P. Diddy, and I guess he knows what his sound wants to be, right?
Yeah, and he hires some of the best producers in the world to work with him to get the sound that he's looking for as well. You know?
And it's pretty stylized.
It is. Everyone has a certain style, and each producer and engineer has a certain style too. Like, I specialize a lot in rock drums and American sound, so I get a lot of work from Latin artists because they're looking for that sound. And I get a lot of work from some of the hip-hop artists because they're looking for a more heavy sound. So.
Okay. What prompted you to write this book, which seems to be the Bible on sound engineering, right?
Well, I've done a lot of teaching around town at SAE school, and I noticed that a lot of the books are so complicated that there's formulas for this and that, and music is just music. You know, if you listen with your ears, you really know what to listen for and what to look for. But this is laid out with a lot of pictures to show exactly what different equipment is, and it's laid out in easy reading for anyone to understand.
Have you seen the music industry change dramatically? And if it, I know that there have been changes, but how's that affected you as someone who works in the industry?
Well, it used to be back in the day, if you even wanted to make a demo, you'd have to go to a recording studio. Nowadays, with computers, anyone can make a demo at home, and with the internet, with all the downloads, people are getting free downloads, so it's put a burden on the music industry with the record labels not giving budgets to the studio. So it's hurt a little bit, but things are getting better now.
This is your studio here, right? What we're looking at?
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah,
that's where is it, in North Miami?
It's in North Miami in the Studio City district.
Oh my gosh! So. And a lot of great faces and great names have come through there. Thanks very much. This hour's newsmaker has been music producer and engineer John D. Thomas. Jam to your favorite tunes on Comcast, Channel 1 On Demand, and select music. I'm Spiro Kent. Thanks for joining us.